Gabriel's POV. There are many different sounds around me, but I am not able to hear anything properly, and that annoys me so much. Why can't I hear anything? And not only that, I can't even see anything. It's like someone deliberately has closed my eyes. I want to say sorry to Madison, but without seeing anything, how can I tell her how I feel? And my princess, it's been a long time since she took her in her arms. After all, what happened to me that I can't even move from my place? Alpha King Gabriel. I hear an angelic voice calling out to me, but I have never heard it before. I try to locate it, but again, neither I can see anything nor move from my place, making it hard for me to do anything. Suddenly, I feel a warm hand placed over my forehead, and a second later I can open my eyes, but the scenario that I am seeing is not any place I have seen before. Different animals are roaming around as if it's an everyday thing for them. Also, the place resembles a forest with healthy greenery around. How are you feeling, my dear? The same angelic voice asks from the side, so I turn my head and immediately feel like bowing in front of the female figure that is looking at me with warmth-filled eyes. I hurriedly get up from the bed where I was sleeping and fall on my knees as if my body is working on its own. I don't know what's happening, but my urge to worship the woman is too high to even describe in words. You must be wondering about who I am. Then let me introduce myself. I am Luna, aka the Moon Goddess. She remarks gently, making me gasp in surprise. I am sorry, Goddess, I failed to recognize you. I let out, bowing my head. That's not your fault, because you have never seen me before. By the way, I am here to tell you something very important thing. She says, making me look at her in worry. What is it? I ask. As you know that someone is trying to harm the werewolves, I want to let you know that your mate and most importantly your daughter's life is in danger. She replies, but why the two of them? They are innocent. I let out. Luna Queen Madison is not a mere werewolf. She is a special werewolf who is born to kill the specific person who is trying to end the werewolves. But her powers were dormant for the past years, because if anyone knew about it from the start, then they could have used it for their advancement. However, after the birth of Diana, Madison's powers have been awakened. She explains. If my mate is so powerful, then why her as well as our daughter's life is in danger? I ask, not understanding anything. Because Diana, your daughter, is my daughter as well. She answers, surprising me. What? I shout. Shh! Don't shout. She scolds me as if I am a kid. Diana is my daughter who has half of my power in her, and the reason behind her birth is that she is going to create peace among all the species of Earth. She further explains. By the way, you need to wake up soon, she says, making me look at her with confusion. What do you mean? I ask, but all she does is smile at me before placing her right palm in the middle of my forehead, and instantly I am hit with a memory of my accident, which was so sudden that I didn't get the chance to react. You are still in coma, and Madison is the one who is taking care of everything, even the upcoming war. But the enemy is very powerful, so you have to wake up and help your mate to defend the enemy. She explains and suddenly vanishes in the air, leaving me shocked at what I have just learned. I am in coma, and that is also because of the accident. No, not the accident. I am in coma because of the arrow which invaded my chest at the moment of the accident. But I have to wake up just as Moon Goddess said, because I can't let anything happen to my Madison, nor our daughter Diana, Madison's POV, so we don't have enough weapon in our pack. I remark, looking at the papers in my hand. Yes, but don't worry, I have ordered more weapons which will be delivered by the next week. Andrew replies, but I shake my head. We don't know when our enemy will attack us, so we can't wait for 1 week. Can you make the delivery early? I ask. You are right. Okay, I will try my best to get the weapons delivered as soon as possible. He replies and walks out of the cabin. I get up from my chair and look outside the window to see that the once clear sky are now surrounded by dark clouds. The type of clouds which are very hard to find, and why my heart is hammering inside me so rapidly. Why am I getting a feeling that something bad is going to happen? But what? Suddenly, Diana's loud cry drifted into the air, making me look at the camera screen to see that she is now wide awake in her crib. I quickly walk towards my bedroom where she is and pick her up in my arms before taking out my right breast out of my blouse and let her nurse. While she drinks her milk, I look at Gabriel, who still has to wake up from his coma. I so badly want to talk to him about the things I have learned. Not only that, I want him to help me defend our enemy. But there is no medicine that can wake him from the coma, so I have to let things happen on their own. I look at my baby girl, who is now done with drinking her milk, and now looking around in wonder. Between all the stress, she is the one who is keeping me sane. Whenever I feel like giving up, I just need to look at her and instantly my mood brighten. Sometime I think that she is going to be a peacemaker the way a calm vibe emits from her all the time. My chain of thoughts break when I realize that someone is trying to mind link me, which I have kept close for some time. But just as I open the link, I hear Ezekiel's voice drift through it, and the words he speaks has me panicking. "We are under attack." Ezekiel lets out. "Please secure the mansion. I am coming outside." I order, composing myself. I look at my princess one last time and then kiss her on the forehead before lying down her beside her daddy. I put pillows beside her so that she doesn't fall while rolling. I look at Gabriel and pray to Moon Goddess that she will take care of these two. I close the door of the bedroom on my way out and rush downstairs to find that Edric, Ariel, Merrick, Andrew, and Courtney are in the living room waiting room. Just seeing all of them, it gives me hope that I don't have my mate beside me, but I have my other family members with me, so I don't have anything to worry about. "Do you think you can confront them?" Ariel asks in a motherly tone. At first I wasn't sure that I could face them, but seeing all of you here, I know I can do anything for the safety of my people who needs my guidance as their queen. I let out before asking Courtney to stay inside the mansion, and I get out with others. Ariel is also staying inside because Diana is still very small, and I don't think Courtney will be able to take care of her alone. The moment I set my feet out of the mansion, I notice a huge number of rogues are standing at a good distance from me. If I am not wrong, then there must be more than 20,000 rogues in here, so I mind link the warriors of my pack to surround all the rogues from all the sides. However, my eyes catch a glimpse of someone who is standing behind the rogues, and for some reason I think the man is our real enemy. I don't break eye contact with him to let him know that I am not scared of him, although his face is hidden behind a mask, but his eyes are still visible. "State your reason of coming here." I let out because before any fights start, I need to know exactly why werewolves are working against werewolves. Madison's POV. State your reason of coming here. I let out because before any fights start, I need to know exactly why werewolves are working against werewolves. However, none of the rogues turn into their human forms. Instead, a man with gun comes forward with a sinister smile on his face, which doesn't settle well for me. I don't know why, but my inner feeling is telling me that this man is none other than the leader of the Hunter and Sienna's father, Jonathan Taylor. "Have to admit that you are really very beautiful," Jonathan says, making Andrew and others growl, but I hold my hand to stop them. "And I also have to believe that you dare to come here to attack us. Rogues, get on your knees," I remark in my Luna Queen's voice, which sent the rogues in their knees, making Jonathan turns around so fast that I thought he has gotten whiplash. "What the hell are you guys doing? Get up!" Jonathan screams at the rogues, who whines in response, while I smirk. This is one of the things I have learned from Ariel, that as Luna Queens, our voice holds a lot of power over other wolves, so when we are in a war, we should use it as much as we can to our privilege. They won't get up, because it does not matter if they are rogues or pack members, they can't get past their queen's voice. I let out, and suddenly a lot of people come towards us holding guns in their hands. But the masked man is still standing behind, so my target is his. "Attack!" I holler, and just like that, all the warriors of our sides turn into their wolf forms before the one clean ground turns into a bloodbath. I also turn into my white wolf, which has now grown into size because of good diet and constant training. I dash towards a rogue who is creeping behind Edric, and before he can attack, I bite his back leg hard and tear it from his body, making him whimper. But I am not in my worried self, so I don't care who is getting hurt on our enemy's side. Suddenly, someone bites my right side of the rib, making me turn to look at that. It's a black wolf, which is looking very familiar to me. I think I got distracted for a little more than necessary because the next thing I know, the wolf has released my rib, but holds my neck in a tight hold, which sends me in a panic state. However, I don't struggle because that will only give the wolf more chance to snap my neck. I look around and notice that everyone is busy fighting, so I slash the wolf's paw with my left claws, making me howl in pain. I take the chance and get out of his hold before turning around to face it. Just then I realize that this wolf is none other than Nicholas, so he is also working with the enemy. The more I look at him, the more my anger grows, remembering the numerous times he abused me sexually. Earlier, I stopped Gabriel punishing him, but not this time. So I growl loudly and leap onto him before he can react. I snap his neck quickly. I don't care that my white fur is now completely red because I have finally taken my revenge on the person who is responsible for my suffering. I then turn around and run towards the rogues who are now going after my pack members. One by one, I start fighting them non-stop. I don't know from where this much power has come inside me, but I am going to use it to kill a single one of these monsters who has agreed to work against their people. However, just as I thought that we are going to win the war, I feel a striking pain in my chest, which makes me fall to the ground. I feel a gush of blood flow out of my chest while everything around me turns still. I try to get up, but the pain is intense that I can't. I hear footsteps coming towards me before a foot is placed over my head. Tsk, tsk, tsk. Now, what will you do, our dear Luna Queen? Someone asks, but due to the feet, I can't lift my head. Why did you think that you would win so easily, and even with me being here? I have been longing for a long time to see you all on your knees, and today that dream is finally being fulfilled. But if that Alpha King was also here, it would have been even more fun. It's okay, he will die anyway. But first, I will kill all of you slowly so that you can feel the pain I have felt. The person says while holding my injured place tightly, making me scream loudly in pain. Gabriel's POV. Have you ever felt that you want to do something, but circumstances do not allow you to do it? I am feeling exactly the same because I am trying very hard to get out of sleep, but this sleep does not want to end at all. I don't know why, but it seems like if I don't wake up now, then a lot will end. Not only this, the warning given by Moon Goddess also seems to be being fulfilled. I can hear the sounds of growls and screams outside the mansion, which means the much-awaited war has started. It's not like I don't believe my warriors and especially my Luna Queen, but I still think that I need to get up because I have a feeling that they need my help. Suddenly, a tiny hand touched my arm, making me feel like a spark flare inside me. It's the type of spark that gives you a sense of courage and strength. For some reason, I feel like I should concentrate on the energy, and that's what I do. Instantly, I feel an immense amount of power surge through me, and in a few minutes, I open my eyes. At first, all the muscles in my body feel a little stiff, but after a little move, I can easily get up. Not only that, Cyrus is also growling inside my head, feeling refreshed. Just then, I look at the side of my bed, and instantly a smile breaks out on my face, seeing my princess staring at me with her dew-like eyes. Staring at her eyes, I feel like I can't hold my eye contact with her the way I couldn't with Moon Goddess. My eyes widen when realization sink to me. My daughter is really special, and the power I am feeling within me is because of her. I pull out all the wires out of my body without an ounce of pain, as if I wasn't injured in the first place. I pick my princess in my arms, and instantly memories of what happened in the time I was in coma hit me hard. All the things that happened start to play like a movie. When there is no memory left, my mind feels fresh. I look at Diana, who is now smiling at me with dimples on her chubby cheeks. I don't know what I have done to deserve you, but I am promising you that I will take care of you all my life. However, now I need to go to your mommy because the men are trying to harm her and others. I say to my daughter, who blinks her eyes as if understanding my words. I put her in her crib and secure her nicely. I know I should be worried about leaving her alone, but I don't because I know that Moon Goddess is looking over her. Madison's POV. Leave our queen alone. Ezekiel says from his place, but the man who is holding beneath his feet only laughs before firing a bullet towards Ezekiel, who drops to his knees. So I can understand the bullet must be made of silver. You don't give me order, Royal Gamma, because your precious queen's life is in my hand. But don't worry, I will have some fun before ending her life. The unknown man remarks, licking his lips, giving me such bad vibes that I want to puke so badly. But what have we done to make you start a war on us? We don't even know who you are. Andrew says while his whole body shakes in fury. Of course you don't know me, but my whole family knows you, and that's why your ancestors killed them mercilessly. The unknown man replies angrily. Who are you? This time it's Edric who asks the question. Now that you all are trapped in my plan, I can finally give my introduction. By saying this, the man removes his mask, and instantly I close my eyes, seeing the lower part of his face burn. Look what your ancestors did, Edric Knight. Your father killed my whole family and didn't even spare a 10-year-old boy like me. The unnamed man retorts evilly. My father would never kill an innocent. Your family must have done something to get punished. Edric replies and others nod their eyes. My father didn't do anything wrong. He just wanted to know how a wolf can turn into a person, and just because of that, your father killed him. This man is crazy because just because his family got killed, he wants to kill every single werewolf in the world. I try to get out of his grips as he is busy ranting, but the wound in my chest is making it very hard to even move. Not only that, if I change into my human form, then I will feel more pain and it will take more time to heal. Reese, why are we not healing fast? I ask through the mind link. Because we are being stabbed with the same chemical as our mate, but I am confused as we should be knocked out, yet we are only feeling pain. Reese replies, making me confused. You are right, not only that today I am feeling extra powerful. I retort, letting out a hiss of pain. I think the man must have noticed me trying to escape because he held my furry neck in a tight grip, making it hard for me to breathe properly. I claw at his hands, but he only laughs like a lunatic. If Gabriel was here, I am sure no one would have been able to hurt me. Just then, I hear the voice that I have been dying to hear for so many days that I have nearly lost count. If I were in your place, I wouldn't even accidentally try to touch Luna Queen. There is a complete silence as my mate, the Alpha King, makes his way through the warriors, rogues, and hunters. But something about him is different. Not a bad difference, actually it's a good difference. He should be looking weak due to being in coma. Instead, he is looking even more powerful than before. Just his presence is making the wolves around us fall to their knees. Even the hunters are shivering in fear. How can that be possible? Jonathan Smith, the leader of the hunters, lets out, looking shocked. But Gabriel doesn't even spare him a glance and walk towards where I am. Just as his eyes set on me, his eyes turn golden, which means Cyrus has half control. In a second, the unnamed man is lifted on the air by my strong mate, making me breathe in relief. With a little struggle, I stand on my legs, but then trot towards my mate, who is now holding our enemy by his neck. Are you okay, my love? Cyrus and Gabriel ask together through our mate bond. Now that you are here, I am all right, I reply, standing beside me. Andrew, take the hunters into the dungeon, Gabriel Cyrus orders, and surprisingly, the hunters can't protest as if they can also feel the power emitting from my mate. No, you guys can't listen to him. He is not your king. You guys are not fucking animals. Jonathan screams as his companions are taken out of sight. Keep quiet, Gabriel Cyrus orders, and just like that, Jonathan falls to his knees too. My eyes widen because I don't know what's happening. I look at my mate, who is now squeezing the heck out of that man's throat, which will kill the man in a few seconds. But I can't let that happen because we still don't know exactly who he is. Gabriel, don't kill him, I say through the mind link, making him look at me. He then throws the man on the ground like a rag doll. Now, tell us, who are you? Gabriel Cyrus asks the man, who is already glaring at no one in particular, but still doesn't reply. Son, I think I have an idea of who he is, Ariel says, walking out of the mansion. What do you mean? Edric asks, looking confused. Edric, remember how your father found out about a family who was experimenting with werewolves to see how long they could live? Ariel replies, in which Edric nods his head in response. I think he is related to that family, Ariel says, pointing at the man, who starts clapping his hands while laughing like a lunatic. Wow, so the former Luna Queen is able to recognize me, then I should introduce myself. I am the only son of Timothy William and Mary William. Also, the grandson of Parker William and Katie William. Oops, sorry, forget to say my name. I am Jasper William. The man, or should I say Jasper, says while smiling creepily. So you are related to that family who kidnapped so many innocent pups and omegas just to kill them in the name of experiment? Edric asks, but Jasper shakes his head furiously. No, my family was innocent. You guys are vile creatures who killed them without giving them another chance to live. They just wanted to know a simple thing, and because of that, you killed them. Jasper screams while charging towards Edric with an injection in his hand, but Gabriel blocks his way and punches him in the chest, making him fall backward. You are dead. That's all Gabriel Cyrus says before throwing punches after punches to Jasper, Madison's POV. After Gabriel beat Jasper black and blue, all the traders and hunters are led to the dungeon where they will receive their destined punishment in a few days. On the other hand, Ezekiel is being led into the clinic for a checkup as he has fallen unconscious. But Merrick has assured us that everything will be okay as the bullet isn't coated with too much silver. Currently, I am taking a shower to get over the trauma of seeing so much blood around me. I may have looked unaffected from outside, but the minute I set my foot inside the bedroom, I have broken down in tears. I never thought in a million years that I have to kill someone, but there is an odd satisfaction in my heart realizing that my tormentor is finally dead. I have killed Nicholas with my own hands, and for that I should feel overjoyed. Suddenly, I feel a presence behind me, and I don't need to turn around to know who it is. Gabriel wraps his strong arms around me before pulling me towards his chest, making me breathe a sigh of relief. None of us say anything, just bask into each other's warmth. I am very proud of my love. He whispers in my ear, while running his fingertips over the injured area of my chest, which is now fully healed. Really? I ask with surprise clear in my tone, because I thought I haven't done anything good. Yes, really, because on my behalf, you have been running the kingdom so well that now I am convinced that I don't have to worry about your safety anymore. He replies and turns me around to face him. I was so scared at first, but then I remembered that I have to be responsible and do what is best for our people. I let out, putting my head over his chest, liking the way his heartbeat fastened by the close proximity. There is nothing for you to worry because Moon Goddess is always looking over us through our daughter's eyes. He remarks, making me look at him with confusion, in which he chuckles in return. I know you are confused, and believe me, I was too when Moon Goddess told me about it. But after today, I am convinced that our daughter is indeed the peacemaker of the world, he says. I really don't understand what you are trying to say, I remark, still confused by his words. I will tell you everything later because now I am starving, he replies, making me giggle. We quickly complete showering and then get dressed before going downstairs to see that others are already there in the living room. Just Ariel notices us. She runs towards us before hugging both of us. I cannot describe in words how happy I am to see you awake, Ariel tells her son while I excuse and make my way inside the kitchen to prepare something for my mate. Gabriel's POV. Son, when did you wake up from the coma? Dad asks as soon as I sit down on the couch with Diana in my arms. I woke up when the war was going on, but there is something you guys need to know. While I was in coma, Moon Goddess came to visit me. She told me that Madison is a special wolf, but her powers were dormant till Diana is born. Not only that, Diana is going to work as the peacemaker of the world. Actually, I think because of Diana I felt so powerful after waking up from the coma. I explained, making everyone gasp around me. That's what you were trying to say while we were upstairs, Madison says, coming into the living room with some snacks before sitting beside me. You are right. I was very shocked at first, but then I realized that Moon Goddess can't be wrong, I reply. And what about that Jasper? Andrew asks, looking at Mom and Dad. Jasper's parents and grandparents were all veterinary doctors. At first, we didn't have any problem with them, as they were treating other animals. However, soon my father, the former Alpha, noticed that something was not right with the family, so he started to keep eye on them. Soon enough, he discovered that they were kidnapping werewolves and experimenting on them. When my father confronted them, they said that they didn't do anything, but my father already had videos as proof. Still, the crazy doctor family didn't release the remaining werewolves. So at the end, some of our pack members burnt the house after rescuing the werewolves. However, no one knew that there was a kid inside. Dad explains before heaving a sigh. I understand that Jasper is sad or furious, but it doesn't give him the right to kill all the werewolves. Merrick says while rocking Mia on his lap. Whatever he did was to avenge the death of his family, but his method was absolutely wrong. Not only this, he even took the hunters with him. Madison remarks, taking Diana from me, who is now fussing. Now, what are you going to do with the hunters and that Jasper? Mom asks, looking at me. We will punish each of them in front of all the werewolves, because they need to see what we do to our enemies, I declare. But don't let the pups see it, because they will be traumatized by it, Madison says, making me smile at her kindness. As you wish, my brave queen, I reply while she blushes. Gabriel's POV. Today is the day when the culprits will be punished in front of everyone, so that everyone can see what happens when you decide to betray innocent people. I have already done my research on the Jasper guy, and I am pretty shocked to learn how much cruelty he has done to many human beings. He has been experimenting on humans to see if he can turn them into werewolves. He is really a sick person, or why would he do such things to another person? He thinks that my family is the reason why his family is dead, but he is not accepting that he has been doing the same thing that his family had done in the past. After telling everything to my family, now I am feeling better, because earlier I was feeling like there was pressure on my mind. But now that they know everything about Diana and the reason behind her existence, they have promised that they will look after her more than before. It's not like they wouldn't before, but now their views have changed for the better. My daughter is born to do divine things, and I know that there will be a lot of obstacles on her way. But I will not let them control her or stop her from doing her work. She has already started to do her work by helping her mommy and daddy fight the bad man. Now it's our job to keep her safe from the cruelty around her. I walk towards the crib where my princess is sleeping, but when I reach there, I see that she is wide awake and now looking around for something. I chuckle, seeing that she has gotten a lot naughtier than before, because just 10 minutes ago her mommy has put her to sleep, and here she is already woken up. You are such a naughty little thing, my dear princess, I say while picking her in my arms. You know Daddy missed having you in his arms, and I also know that you missed Daddy too. But what I can do when some bad men want to create havoc in our lives. However, I can tell that you are going to help me solve every problem from now on, along with your mommy. I let out, walking towards the recliner, which is situated on the balcony, and sit down in it. By the way, today I am going to punish those who are responsible for the war. Your mommy has told me that I shouldn't let the pups watch it, but I can't keep it away from you because I think you've already guessed it by now. I say, rocking the recliner while my princess giggle, making me smile. Gabriel's POV. I make my way through the mass of people who have gathered here to witness the punishment of the culprits. As my mate wanted, I have ordered the pack members not to bring any pup younger than 15 years here, and Diana is also staying in the mansion with Merrick and my mom. From Madison, I have gotten to know that Nicholas was also working with Jasper and his group. But my brave mate has killed him mercilessly, which makes me hella proud of her. Now, I don't have to feel guilty about not taking revenge on her behalf, because she has taken revenge by herself. When I sit down on my throne, Andrew and some warriors start to drag the culprits in the middle of the field before hanging them in the poles which are set beforehand. I look to my left, where Madison is sitting, to see that there is no pain on her face. Instead, there is only hatred and disgust written all over it. It gives me immense satisfaction at how much she has changed for the better, because she is not the scared girl anymore. Now she is a fierce Luna queen who will do anything for her people. Here are the people who were responsible for the unexpected war, and their main motto was to destroy our community. But with immense pride, I would like to say that the Luna Queen and others have fought for everyone's well-being. As for the culprits, they will be given poison to drink, which will kill them slowly but in a very painful way. I know they will not drink purposely, so they will be injected with the poison. And as for the rogues, along with some pack members, they will receive 500 whips each with a silver-coated whip. I declare, making the crowd holler in excitement while the culprits are shivering in their place. Now, start the punishment. I order, and just like that, the warriors start to do their job. I should have felt bad if it was not their fault in the first place. They shouldn't have come here and tried to harm my people. In a few hours, there are a lot of dead bodies scattered on the ground, but no one feels anything bad for them because they have gotten what they deserve. Finally, everything is going to be okay. Madison says through the mate link, "Yes, you are right, but there are still a few matters which need to be solved." I reply, smirking at her. "What is it?" she asks, looking confused. "It's a surprise," I reply, smiling with mischief. Madison's POV. "No, I am not wearing this." I let out, looking away from the dress, which is held by Courtney. "But what's the problem with this dress?" Courtney whines, making me roll my eyes at his childish way. "I know you guys are wondering what we're arguing about. So the thing is that Gabriel is throwing a party in regards to the win against Jasper and his group of hunters. But I don't have anything to wear, or that's what I think, because Courtney is trying to make me select a dress for a long time. However, I am not finding her choice of dress is appealing to me. I know I am being moody, but what to do when my mate is keeping him away from me? He is doing the same thing he did before his accident. Then he was worried about the unknown enemy. But now what? He doesn't have any unknown enemy to worry about, so why is he behaving like he doesn't want to be in the same room as me? You know, when Ezekiel wasn't talking to me, well, I had the same situation as you are in now. But that time you were the one who told me to believe in him and talk to him. Then why are you not doing the same thing with Gabriel? If he is not giving you enough time, then talk to him directly. Courtney says, making me look at her like she has lost her mind, which she must have done. Why will I do that? I have been keeping up with his tantrum from the start when we first discovered us being mates, but now I can't. Actually, I don't want to because he needs to be man up and talk to me. I remark with a huff. But what if he doesn't? Are you going to keep holding grudge against him? Courtney asks. Yes, I will. I reply before picking up Diana in my arms, who has been squirming in her place, so I think she is hungry. I sit down on the edge of the bed and pull out my left breast before letting my baby latch onto it. She takes hold of my hair and starts suckling like a hungry wolf. I chuckle at my thoughts because my baby is a real wolf, but I want to enjoy it till she stays a little one. How is Gabriel's behavior with our little princess? Courtney asks, sitting across from me. This little one has her daddy wrapped around her tiny fingers, so you can guess he spends a lot of time with his princess. I reply, smiling at my baby girl. Gabriel's POV. Stop biting your nails, big bro. It's not like you are going on a war. Andrew remarks, smirking at me. Shut up. Both Merrick and I say at the same time, because it's really annoying when my younger brother behaves like I am the younger one. Whoa, why are you both ganging up on me? What have I done to make you this much angry? Again with his stupid remarks, so I glare at him, and I think he gets the memo because he shuts up pretty quickly. Gabriel, what have you in mind? Ezekiel asks from his place. I want to give Madison what she wants, or should I say deserve from me. I know how much she values marriage and stuff like that, so I think it will be a great idea to propose her like any common human being. I reply. It's a great idea because Madison is women who values emotions, so a wedding definitely falls on her to-do list if you ask me. Actually, werewolf or not, every woman wants to get married to their significant one, so I will say your decision is mind-blowing. Ezekiel says, making me agree with him. So have you thought about how you're going to do it? Dad asks. How did you propose to Mom? I ask, making him smile while the guys look at him eagerly. Your mother wanted to see the Eiffel Tower because she had read many romantic stories about Paris. So I thought, why not take her to Paris? When the thought came to mind, I did whatever I thought was right, and after reaching Paris, I bought the most expensive ring from the jewelry shop and proposed to her in front of the Eiffel Tower. Dad replies with a big smile on his face. I have seen since childhood that how well my dad takes care of my mom, and today, listening to his words, he knows exactly what to do to make his soulmate happy. Now I have to do something nice which will make my Madison very happy. But what? I don't know if there is any place where she wants to go or if she wants a gift, because whenever I ask her about these things, she always replies saying she has more than the things she can ask for. Suddenly, an amazing idea comes to my mind which I know will work wonders. I know exactly what will make my mate happy, but to do that I will need some time. Actually, a few days to be exact. Guys, I have a perfect plan in my mind. I let out Madison's POV. Today is the day of the party, and I still haven't gotten a chance to talk to Gabriel. That's why my mood is so dull, and I am sure everyone around me has already known not to mess with me because I don't know what I will do with them. Although I am not in a good mood, still I have found a perfect gown for the party. It's a black and gold sequined, plunging V-neck evening gown. The fitted bodice showcases a plunging V-neck adorned with sheer inset detail at the bust. Thin straps support the bodice as it leads to the open V back. Bold sequins are glamorously adorned throughout this ensemble as the skirt cascades elegantly to the floor. A sweep train finishes this stunner. Look red carpet ready in this Elizabeth Kay masterpiece. At first, I wasn't sure if I would be able to wear this gown as I don't wear revealing clothes, but once I tried it, I just know from my heart that this gown is made for me. I just hope I don't screw up my look, which is planned by none other than Courtney. Now, are you ready to get all dolled up? Courtney asks, walking into my bedroom holding a big box. What's in there? I ask, pointing at the box. It has my magic tools, she replies, making me understand what she is talking about. The time I have known her, I have got to know that she is a huge fan of different brands of makeup. Not only that, she likes to buy all the newly launched products by that brands, so the box must be full of that makeup products. Okay, let's do it. I reply with a sigh while she squeals like a toddler as if I am some kind of doll that she is going to put makeup on. She starts by cleaning my face with lots of stuff and then starts applying other stuff like primer, foundations, concealer, blush, highlighter, blah blah blah. She asks me very politely if she can do smoky eye, which I didn't approve of at first, but then she glares at me hard, which makes me nod my head quickly. After that, she tries to apply red lipstick and I tell her no, but if you know her, you should guess the outcome. So, yeah, smoky eyes with red lips are finalized at the end. Thankfully for my hair, she just straightened them with a flat iron and let them fall on my back. I wear a pair of black cross-strap rhinestone buckle heels to match with the gown. For earrings, I have selected rose gold crystal drop earrings, and I am wearing a rose gold charm bracelet on my left wrist, leaving the right hand bare. Finally, I look at the mirror and instantly I feel like I'm looking at a completely different person. The woman staring at me through the mirror is not the scared, timid, shy Omega Madison, but the bold, powerful, elegant Luna Queen Madison. I can see the difference that has happened in my life through the mirror. It's not about how I am looking, it's about how I am thinking about myself. You are simply awesome, my child, Ariel says from behind, so I turn around to see that she is already dressed up and looking very beautiful. Thank you, and you are looking very pretty, I reply, hugging her. By the way, I'm going to get ready now. Saying this, Courtney is out of the room, leaving me and Ariel alone. Has Gabriel talked to you yet? Ariel asks, taking me by surprise. How do you know that he is not talking to me? I ask back. I may not have given birth to you, but I have never considered you less than a daughter, so I can see that all is not well between you and Gabriel. Although I do not know what happened to him, but I will definitely say that he loves you very much. Maybe something is going on in his mind that he can't talk to, or it could be that he's in trouble. Ariel says, making me bite my lips, thinking of the things she is saying can be the real reason behind Gabriel's less communication to me. I really don't know what to do if I do. I am his mate, and he has every right to share all his problems with me. But if he doesn't, then what can I do? Still, if you are saying, then I will try to talk to him after the party. I reply, making her smile at me gently. Madison's POV. Usually, Alpha King and Luna Queen enter any party together, but Gabriel has sent a text message saying that I have to go alone, as he is already there looking after the decoration. I just don't understand what's wrong with him. It feels like he is deliberately trying to stay away from me. Just let this party over. I will show him that I can be angry with him too. And this time, no amount of pleading will melt my heart at any cost. Diana is also not here because apparently her daddy can't stay away from her for too long, so he has taken her with him and left me alone to go with others. Fine, if he doesn't want me to go with him, I don't need him. I am fully capable of going alone, and exactly that's what I am going to do. After Courtney gets ready, both she and Ariel accompany me to one of the private ballrooms of the Royals, which is half an hour away from the mansion. The guys are already there, so we the ladies are the ones left to reach there. "Are you excited about the party?" Courtney asks, happily, but I think she notices the dull look on my face and instantly gives me a side hug. "I know you're upset with Gabriel, but don't worry. I am sure after this party, everything will be all right between you two like before," Courtney says, making me nod my head, but then I look at her with confusion. "How do you know that everything will be all right after the party?" I ask, raising an eyebrow at her, making her eyes widen as if she has said something she wasn't supposed to. Something is going on that I don't have any idea about." "Courtney is just trying to cheer you up, isn't it?" Ariel says, looking at Courtney, who nods her head so rapidly that it looks like it will fall apart by the next moment. "Oh, okay, I understand," I reply, although I am lying. "Do you really believe them?" Reese asks through the mind link. "Not at all. Their behavior is full of suspicion," I reply. "That's what I think too. The way Courtney said that everything will be all right after the party sounded like she already knows something that we don't." Reese remarks, "You are right, but we can't force her to say anything. Let's wait for the party to end," I answer, making her sigh. "I really miss talking to Cyrus," Reese says with a sad tone. Yes, you heard it correctly. Just like Gabriel, Cyrus is also not talking to Reese, which has put a dent in my wolf's mood. "I can feel you, Reese. Don't worry, I have decided to give Gabriel a peace of mind after the end of the party. You can do the same with Cyrus too," I suggest. "Hell yeah, I am always up for it. That beast has taken me for granted for many times, but not anymore. I will show him what I can do when I get angry," Reese says, while I try not to laugh, because seriously, it's rare to see her angry as she likes to be a peaceful wolf. Both of us are very peaceful people, but sometimes our peaceful mind can get disturbed too, and this time it's because of our mate who is going to regret his moves by messing with our mood. But what if is not interested in me anymore? What if he has already found someone to take my place? What if he is planning to announce the next Luna Queen at the party? Or worse, what if rejects me in front of everyone? So many what if, but I don't have answers for any of them. Please, Moon Goddess, give me enough patience to survive the party so that I don't break down or, even worse, kill my mate because of how much anger I am feeling. We are here. Ariel's voice breaks my chain of thoughts. I look outside the car window to find that we are in front of a huge building, but what surprised me seeing no paparazzi around it, which is very uncommon regarding the party being held none other than Gabriel Knight. I think he has ordered the press and media to stay out of sight. I shrug my shoulders and get out of the car with Courtney's help, as the gown is quite long for me to handle alone. But once out of the car, I can manage it. "Let's go inside," Courtney says excitedly. Why is no one outside? Not even a car?" I ask, looking around the compound. "Actually, everyone is already inside as Gabriel didn't want anyone to be late," Ariel replies quickly. "Then why do we come late?" I ask. "Because of me. I took so much time to get ready, and for that, I am really sorry," Courtney says, making me look at her suspiciously, but I let it slide for now. "Okay, let's go," I say and start walking towards the staircase, which will lead to the main door. Just as I set my foot on the stairs, rose petals start to be thrown over me, making me look up to see that some men and women, dressed elegantly, standing at the railing with big baskets in their hands. "What's this?" I ask Ariel, who smiles at me. They are welcoming their Luna Queen, who saved them from the bad people. Ariel replies before asking me to keep walking. I do as I am being told and soon find myself standing in front of the main door, which gets open after a few seconds. But the moment I walk inside, the door gets closed, making me scared, noticing that Ariel and Courtney haven't come inside. However, before I can make any noise, music starts playing around, making me look ahead. My eyes widen when I notice that the ballroom is surrounded by different photos of mine. Not only that, there are pictures of Diana and Gabriel too, which are sliding one after one. I cover my mouth with one hand when I can't describe seeing the decorations being done around. It's like I have set my foot into a complete different world, and surprisingly, this world is only made for me. Suddenly, the lights turn off, which scares me badly, but deep down I have a feeling that there is nothing to be scared. Just then, the lights turn on over the stage, and I notice a man who has a mask over his eyes sitting there on a single chair holding a guitar on his lap. By the smell of pine and dark chocolate, lets me know that the man is none other than my mate, Gabriel. He starts playing the guitar, which takes me by surprise, because I never knew that he can play any musical instrument. He takes off the mask too, before looking at me with his beautiful smile, which always warms my heart. Just then, he starts singing Van Morrison's Have I Told You Lately, while playing the guitar. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness. Take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles. That's what you do. For the morning sun and all its glory greets the day with hope and comfort too. You fill my heart with laughter. Somehow you make it better. Ease my troubles. That's what you do. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. And at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness. Take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles. That's what you do. There's a love that's divine, and it's yours and it's mine, like the sun. And at the end of the day, we should give thanks and pray to the one. Have I told you lately that I love you? Have I told you there's no one else above you? You fill my heart with gladness. Take away all my sadness. Ease my troubles. That's what you do. Take away my sadness. Fill my life with gladness. Ease my troubles. That's what you do. Take away my sadness. Fill my life with gladness. Ease my troubles. That's what you do. By the end of the song, I have tears streaming down my face, but I don't care about that at all, because right now, I only care about the man who has sung the song so beautifully. I walk towards him as fast as I can with the high heels and wrap my arms around his neck, making him wrap his hands around my hip, pulling me towards him. I was so angry at him for not talking to me, but here he is planning such a beautiful surprise for me. I don't know what I have deserved to get the surprise, but I am loving every second of it. Hell, I don't even want it to end. Then you are lucky that the surprise is not ending here, he says, making me pull away from him. How do you know what I am thinking? I ask with wide eyes. Your mind link is open, so I just read your thoughts, he replies cheekily, making me slap his arm. You are very bad, Gabriel, I whine. That's not what you were saying a few seconds ago. He remarks playfully. Fine, I will keep angry at you. I let out and turn around so that I am not looking at him anymore. Then what about the rest of the surprise? He asks, wrapping his hands from behind. I don't want it, I reply with a huff. Really? He whispers in my ear, making me shiver, but I control myself and keep quiet. Just look ahead of yourself for one time, he says. Although I want to annoy him, but the excitement of seeing the rest of the surprise is more than that. So I look ahead just as he said and find myself smiling so hard that it feels like my cheeks are going to split. Our daughter Diana is riding a big remote control car, which should be a concern, but she is strapped so perfectly that I know there is no reason for me to be worried about her safety. She is also smiling, making my heart melt at her cuteness. But suddenly something catches my eyes, which is also strapped into the car. However, I decide not to comment on it. The car stops in front of us, so I carefully unbuckle my baby and pick her up in my arms. It feels like ages since I have held her in my arms, while in reality, it is only a few hours. I kiss her on her chubby cheeks and turn around to look at my mate. However, the moment I turn around, I find him on one knee holding a ring box in his hand. I can't believe if I am seeing things for real or everything is just my imagination. I know that for a long time I was not talking to you well and was not even spending time with you. So I want to ask your forgiveness. He says, making me smile, although there are tears in my eyes, realizing that none of my what if is correct. It's a big deal for every werewolf to get its soulmate, and I am a lucky man to have found you when I didn't even expect it. Although I didn't treat you well the way you deserve to be treated at first because of my stupidity, but I will try my level best to make you happy till my last breath. Not only you have shown me that love is real, you have also shown me that we can solve matters with kindness too. He further adds, Gabriel's POV. You are the light of my life, and I want to keep shining with you till my last breath. So, Miss Madison Evans, will you do me a favor and let me hold your hand for eternity? Will you marry me, my love? I ask, looking at the woman who has changed my life for good and never asked anything back. Yes, I will. Madison replies with a teary-eyed smile while I open the jewelry box, revealing the engagement ring, which is custom-made only for her. I slip the engagement ring on her left hand's ring finger and smile when I notice that it's fit perfectly at her finger. I stand up and wrap my arms around her waist before kissing her on the lips. Oh, how I have missed her touch and smell all these days that I have kept myself away from her. I had planned to propose to her for a very long time, but with everything going on, I couldn't find the proper time to do that. So, after talking to the guys, I came with the plan to throw a party for the win against Jasper and his team, where in reality I would propose to her. Suddenly, everyone comes out of their hiding spot and starts clapping loudly while Madison looks around in shock, as if she can't believe what she is seeing. She then looks at me, in which I nod my head, making her giggle. Mom, Dad, Andrew, Merrick, Ezekiel, Courtney, Dr. Lily, and everyone from our pack is present here today. I have to say that each of them has helped me with every little thing from the start. For that, I will be always thankful to them. So you guys already know that Gabriel is going to propose. Madison remarks with an angry face, but I know that she is just faking it. Yup, we all know it. But a few minutes ago, someone definitely going to spoil the surprise. Mom replies, looking at Courtney, who smiles sheepishly. What's going on? I ask, not understanding what she is talking about. Courtney told me quite confidently that everything would be all right between you and me after the party, which made me question her how she knows it. Madison explains, making me shake my head. Why you gotta be so dumb? I remark, looking at my friend who scowls at me. I am not dumb, okay? I was just too excited to stop myself from saying anything. Now, let's forget it and let me see the ring. By saying this, Courtney takes Madison's hand in her own and lets out a loud squeal, startling every one of us. It's so pretty, Courtney remarks while Mom and Dr. Lily goosh over the ring as well. I have to agree that the ring is looking really great on our Luna Queen, Ezekiel says. It's expensive too, as pink diamond is the most expensive one out of all the others. Merrick retorts, making me smile. My queen deserves the best in everything, and also, any woman who wears pink diamonds exemplifies what the shimmering stones stand for: creativity, femininity, and romance. If she is given an engagement ring with pink diamonds, the couple's union is symbolized by honesty and devotion. I explain, wow, bro, your thought behind the selection of the ring is really excellent. Andrew says, petting me on the back. Yes, son, your decision of getting a pink diamond is very unique and best for Madison. Not only she has proven herself as a true Luna Queen, but she has also proven that no matter what status you hold, your courage should be the only thing to lead you. Dad says, just as the ladies make their way near us. So, when are you guys planning to get married? Mom asks, standing beside Dad while I wrap my left hand around Madison's waist. Whenever Madison wants, I reply, looking at my mate fiancé, who smiles brightly at me. Can I take some time to think about it? Actually, I have never thought that I would get married, so I don't have any idea how to arrange everything. Madison replies shyly, It's all right, sweetheart. Take as much as time you need to see what you want for your special day. Also, we ladies can help you with the arrangement. Mom assures, Thank you so much, Madison replies. One by one, many of the pack members come to us and congrats us for the engagement. They also ask us to tell them if we need their help with the wedding arrangements. I have invited my office staff so that they can properly meet their new boss. Yes, new boss. I want Madison to join my company and help me run it. I know that she has the capacity to run $1 billion company very smoothly without any problem. She just needs to see the potential in her to understand what she can do and what she can't, although I have doubts that there is anything she won't be able to do with the proper guidance. By the way, I didn't know that you can sing so well as can play guitar. Madison says when there are only the two of us. You never asked. Also, I think it's good that you didn't know, or how would I be able to see your adorably shocking face listening to my voice? I remark, making her giggle. Do you like the ring? I ask. I love it, she replies, wrapping her arms around my neck before putting her forehead over mine. I love you, Gabriel Knight, she whispers. I love you too, Madison Evans, I whisper back with a smile. Madison's POV. Ariel and Courtney have accompanied me to Miranda's boutique to see the veil, which is a royal-length wedding veil that features a dramatic scalloped edge adorned with delicate flower lace. The entire veil is scattered with crystal-clear rhinestones for extra wow. The veil is 120 inches long. Lace starts at 54 inches down from the comb. I can't thank Miranda enough for the efforts she has given to fulfill my wishes. She is literally a fairy for me who is giving me exactly what I have imagined to wear on my wedding day. Not only that, her team members are very excellent at what they do. How is this? Courtney asks, pointing at a pair of heels which are so beautiful. It's really pretty, I reply. Then you should try them because I think they will go perfectly with your wedding dress, Courtney says while Ariel nods her head. I look at the heels one more time before nodding my head too in agreement. It's a pair of white ankle-strap heels, which are composed of smooth faux leather and feature a peep-toe upper with a slender toe band, a sturdy heel cup, and an elasticized ankle strap embellished with sparkly clear rhinestones along with a zipper at back. The heels are very comfortable too, so I don't find any difficulties while walking in them. That's the one, I reply, making the ladies clap their hands. Now, all is left to find the perfect jewelry, Courtney remarks. There is no need for that because I have something special for Madison. Ariel says, surprising me. What is it? I ask. I will show you the special thing on the day of your wedding. Ariel replies with a gentle smile in which I smile back. I have my faith in her that whatever she has in store for me will definitely be a masterpiece. After bidding goodbye to Miranda and her team, we leave the boutique before asking the driver to take us to the nearest restaurant, as all of us are quite hungry. Also, I need to reach the mansion soon, as I have left Diana with her father. It's not like Gabriel isn't capable of looking after our daughter, but the thing is, this is the first time after Diana's birth that I have been away from her for so long. That's why I want to go home as soon as possible. So, where do you want to go for your honeymoon? Courtney asks when we sit down inside the restaurant. I don't know. Actually, Gabriel has told me that he has something special planned for me. I reply after taking a bite out of my chicken wrap. My son is exactly like his dad who used to surprise me all the time, but I think it's very cute because that giants are all softy when it comes to their mates. Ariel remarks with a chuckle. Thus, I wish Ezekiel could be at least a little romantic in that matter. He didn't even propose like a Prince Charming. Courtney lets out while pouting, making me giggle. I know I forgot to tell you all, but yes, Ezekiel and Courtney are also engaged. Although Ezekiel didn't pull out the proposal like he wanted it to be, but we can't blame him for that. With all the things going on because of the war, I know he didn't get the chance to do much more than a romantic dinner. That's why he has promised Courtney that their wedding will be a fairy tale wedding, and Courtney can arrange as her way. You may have not gotten a very romantic proposal, but I am sure your wedding will be grand, I assure her. That's what I am planning to do. Also, my parents want to meet Ezekiel before the wedding, so we will be going to my hometown after your big day. Courtney lets me know. It's a great idea to spend some time with your family, and I am sure they will love Ezekiel. I reply. We pay for the food before leaving the restaurant and going to reach the mansion. 20 minutes later, the car is pulling at the gate of the mansion. The minute the engine of the car stops, I step out before running inside to meet my princess, whom I find in the backyard along with her daddy. "Hey, love, you are back?" Gabriel says after kissing me on the lips. "Yes, I can't wait to meet Diana." I reply, taking my baby in my arms, who smiles at me. "You only missed Diana, not me?" he asks with a fake sad face. "Nope, and why should I miss you? Don't you remember you didn't talk to me for weeks?" I retort, raising an eyebrow at him. "But that's because I was planning the surprise proposal for you." He tries to defend himself. "I don't care about that. You didn't talk to, and now I am not going to talk to you," I reply, walking inside the house while he follows behind. "That's unfair. You didn't even let me see your wedding dress," he remarks, "because I want it to be a surprise. Also, you need to remember that we can't see each other before the wedding, so I'm thinking, why don't you shift to a faraway guest room?" I ask, turning around to face him. "What? No, never. There are still 2 weeks left for the wedding, and you are telling me to stay away from you for so many days." He lets out with a horrifying expression, which has me laughing loudly. "Why you gotta be so cute, Gabriel?" I ask between laugh while pinching his cheeks. "I am not cute. I am handsome," he replies with a huff. "Okay, my handsome mate, you don't have to shift to the guest room yet, but 1 day earlier from our wedding, you will be shifting," I order before walking upstairs with my princess. Gabriel's POV. I look at the way my mate goes before releasing a sigh of defeat. I can't believe I have agreed to follow all the rituals of the wedding, but if that's what my love wants, then I will do them without any hesitation. I walk out of the mansion and dial Andrew's number, who has told me earlier to call him whenever I get free time. After a few rings, he finally picks up the call. "Why did you tell me to call you?" I straight ask. "Whoa, cool down, bro. What I am going to say needs a lot of patience," my silly brother replies, making me roll my eyes. "Don't tell me you're planning to do something which can put us in trouble," I remark. "Oh, come on, I am not that bad. By the way, Ezekiel and I were thinking, why don't we arrange a bachelorette party for you before the wedding?" he asks. "No," I reply. "But why?" "It's a tradition before every wedding. I am sure the ladies are already planning to do that too," he says. "I know my Madison won't have a bachelorette party, so I'm not going to have one," I reply confidently. "How do you know that they are not having any party? Look, it's the last time you can enjoy as a bachelor before you start a married life, and I hope you know what it's meant," he says while I think about his proposal. "Let me think about it," I reply and disconnect the call. I think Andrew's idea isn't so bad. Cyrus says through the mind link, surprising me, "Are you sure you don't mind the party?" I ask to confirm if I'm hearing things correctly or not. "Yeah, I am sure. Also, it's been ages since we have partied like we used to do, so it will be a great gateway before the wedding," he replies, making me hum. "Okay, then we can tell Andrew to arrange the party," I reply. "By the way, I have another wish," he says. "What is it?" I ask. "I want to spend a whole day with Reese, and before you ask, yeah, I have taken permission from Madison. She says that she is very happy with my decision as Reese, and I don't get to spend much time together in our real form," he says, making me smile. "Of course, you can spend as much time as you want with Reese. I should have thought about it before, so I am sorry that it took you to remind me that you have your mind too." I reply, Reese's POV. I am so excited about today because I am going to spend the whole day with Cyrus in our wolves form. I have been waiting for this day for ages, and finally my dream is going to be true. I am also very thankful to Madison, who has given me full control from the time we wake up this morning, saying that she wants me to feel special. This way, I'm also able to feel an extra bond with my pup, who is now lying on my chest while drinking her milk. "When are you coming downstairs, my angel?" I hear Cyrus' voice through the mate link. "I will be there soon after Diana is done drinking her milk," I reply. I can't wait to taste your milk too," he says huskily, making my turn crimson red. "Shut up, you pervert," I mutter while his deep laugh echoes through the mate link. "Okay, I am waiting for you," he says, making me hum. After Diana is done drinking, I burp her before putting her in the crib. Now she sleeps in her nursery at night, but in the daytime she sleeps in the master bedroom. I am happy that my baby is growing well, but at the same time I am sad thinking that I am going to miss her being this little. I quickly mind link Courtney to let her know that I am leaving with Cyrus so that she takes care of my daughter. Upon arriving downstairs, I find Cyrus waiting for me by his car. I walk towards him before wrapping my arms around his neck while he wraps his giant hands around my hip, pulling me for a toe-curling kiss. At first, I used to get shy, but now I am completely fine with my mate's intimate gestures. "Shall we leave?" he asks, pulling away from the kiss. "Yes, I am very excited," I reply, grinning from ear to ear. "Then let's get inside the car and move to our destination," he says before opening the door for me. I get inside the car, while he also gets into the driver's seat and starts driving the car. Soon enough, we are on the road while talking about different things, like where I want to go for honeymoon or when I want to get pregnant again. So I clarify that it's not my choice to make. This body is Madison's too, so I can't take any decision alone. Thankfully, he understands my point and tells me that we have lots of time to decide about more children. After 1 hour of journey, he stops the car in front of a forest, making me look at him in confusion. But he only asks me to not get scared and keep my faith in him. When we get out of the car, he swiftly picks me up in his arms. "How much longer you're going to walk?" I ask after 15 minutes. "Just 5 more minutes, darling," he replies, pecking me on the lips. I have to say that despite his arrogant personality, he is very affectionate with the people he cares for. He is a perfect alpha king, and that's why everyone respects him so much. Suddenly, he stops in front of a cave and put me down. He takes out a small remote out of his jeans pocket and dials a button, making the trees around the cave disappear. "Ha!" I let out in utter shock. "Come on, let's go," he says, chuckling, seeing my bewildered expression. He takes my hand in his before walking inside the cave, and much to my surprise, there is a complete new world inside. In the place of rock or land, there are luxuries, marble flooring. Also, the walls of the cave are painted by some professional worker. In simple words, it's a completely different place than a usual cave. "This is my secret hideout place," he says, sitting down on the bed that is inside the cave before pulling me on his lap. "Why do you need a hideout place?" I ask the first question that comes to my mind. "Before finding you, I was a very private person. So I used to come here whenever I feel like pack work or office work is getting on my nerves," he answers, playing with my fingers. "Have you stayed here at night too?" I ask, looking around in awe. "Yes, I did several times," he replies, turning me around so now my both legs are wrapped around his waist and my hands around his neck. "I have been dying to have you in my arms for ages," he says while squeezing my ass, making my feet tightly together. "Why? We always stay together," I remark shyly. "Not like this, where we have full control over our humans," he says and crashes his lips with mine. After making out for a long time, both of us pull away for much-needed breath. He puts his head over my chest, or should I say over my breasts, as they are his pillows. "Let's go swimming," he says. "Swimming? Don't tell me you have a private swimming pool too here?" I tease while he shakes his head in amusement. "I don't have private swimming pool, but yeah, I do have a beautiful lake here." By saying this, he gets up from the bed with me still in his arms before making his way behind the cave, and really there is a beautiful lake present there. The serenity of the nature surrounding it makes it look more beautiful than anyone who comes here will feel blessed. The enormous trees are giving it enough shade that the lake is hidden by anyone's eyes. Not only that, there is a water fountain on the left side of the lake. Both of us take off our clothes and walk into the lake hand in hand. The water feels a little cold at first, but then I get used to it. He takes us in the middle of water before pulling my flesh towards him. I don't know why I feel like he becomes bigger when he is in full control, which makes me feel more secure. "I love you," he says, looking at my eyes. "I love you too," I reply, lying my head over his naked chest. We swim, splash water at each other many times before deciding to get inside, because both of us felt quite hungry. Also, he says that he will take me hunting, so it's better if we don't waste any more time here. We don't wear our clothes because we are going to change in our real forms. I just realized that we could swim later after our run, but that's okay. We can swim again, or have a little fun here. We shift into our wolf forms and nearly laugh seeing how my mate's wolf form is so much bigger than me. I think he understands what I'm thinking because the next moment he starts licking my snot, making me scrunch it, feeling ticklish. We run into the forest in full speed, and I am sure he is surprised seeing that I can keep up with him. Actually, all the training helped me gain weight and make me more powerful than ever. I notice he comes to a stop, so I look closely to see that he is looking at a deer. I have never hunted before, so I don't know how to do it, but I am sure that he knows what he is doing. He asks me to hide behind the tree so that the deer don't get suspicious. He then starts stalking the deer, and in a second, he has the deer between his jaws, making me look at him in awe. He makes his way to me before dropping the now dead deer in front of me. I lick his snot in appreciation before both of us sit beside each other and start devouring the food. I didn't know that I would like raw meat, but after eating the delicious deer, I am agreeing that the animal in me is still intact. I love the blunt flavor of the raw, soft meat, and for that, I have to thank my mate. "How are you liking our time together?" he asks after we lie down on the bed in our human forms. "This is one of the best times of my life. Thank you for bringing me here and sharing your hideout place with me." I reply while liking the way his hand feels over my naked back. Yes, we are naked because apparently my mate can't wait to have his way with me. So, after coming back from the forest and taking a bath in the lake, he started making love to me. I don't even remember how many times we did it, but I can't have it any other way. "Are you happy that we are going to be married soon?" he asks, looking down at me. "I am so happy that I can't wait for the day to come soon," I reply excitedly. "I like to see you and Madison happy because that's what suits you both the most, but I also know that not everything that happens or will be happening can make you happy. However, both Gabriel and I will try our best to keep you guys happy." He says, "Madison and I are happy seeing you happy. Also, our daughter is our main source of happiness." I reply, making him kiss me on the forehead. "That's all I need to know," he remarks, Madison's POV. "Life is just too unpredictable to understand what can happen the next moment. Like I have thought before I would be a slave for Red Moon Pack till my last breath because no one can save me from the monster named Alpha Nicholas. But now I don't have anything to worry about. I have been saved from his clutch by none other than my mate. Although at first, Cyrus and Gabriel thought wrongly of me, but I don't want to think about that anymore. We have already got past that horrible phases of our lives, so I just want to think about the good things that are going to happen. Like our marriage, which is going to happen in a few hours. Yes, only a few hours left for the big moment of our lives. Finally, I am going to be officially Mrs. Madison Knight. It still feels like a dream that once I wake up from my sleep, everything will vanish. But I also know that this is reality, not a dream. My life has taken a complete U-turn after Gabriel's arrival nearly 1 year ago. Now I'm living in a place where everything is real, not fake like my previous pack. Here, everyone makes me feel like I have values that used to lake in the Red Moon Pack. The only thing I miss about that pack is the memories of my late parents. But I know that they are happy to see me the way I am now. I thought I wouldn't be able to have a happily ever after, but now I can say that nothing negative will happen. We have come a very long way to reach where we are now, so I will try to do my best to keep everything good for our future too. Currently, the makeup artists are getting me ready for the day. They are the same who got me ready on the day of declaring me as the Luna Queen. I really liked the way they made me feel myself with the way they did my makeup, so it's my wish to have them for my special day too. They don't go overboard with my makeup and hair while keeping it in mind that I don't like heavy makeup. After they are done, they help me wear the wedding gown along with other things. However, Ariel is still not here with the jewelry she has selected for me to wear. I am here. Just on cue, Ariel says, walking inside the room. She stands in front of me and looks at me with a motherly smile, which makes me feel like my mom is here with me. She then hands me a jewelry box, which I open to find a small pendant which is adorned with a big pearl at the center, while there are multiple tiny diamonds around it. There are even matching earrings with the chain too. This is a very special jewelry because this was given to me by Aurora, your mother. She saved up her pocket money to buy my birthday present, and she knew that I love diamonds. She may not be here with you physically, but by wearing this, I am sure you will feel better. I look at her with teary eyes. I can't believe she is giving me her prized possession just because she wants me not to feel like my mom is not here with me. Thank you for this gift, Ariel. Yes, my mom is not here, but you are here with me, and that's enough for me to not feel bad. From the time we have met, you never made me feel like I don't have a mother figure in my life. So thank you for taking care of me and loving me like your own. I say, squeezing her hands gently. She helps me wear the jewelry, and finally when I look at the mirror, I feel like now my look is complete. But I am not going to cry and ruin the hard work of the girls. Here you go. Courtney says, handing me the freshly made flower bouquet, which consists of res and yellow roses per my wish. We then make our way out of the room and find Edric standing outside facing the other way. I walk up to him and tap him on the shoulder, making him turn around. He looks at me wide eyes, but then a mind-blowing smile breaks out in his face while I smile back at him. My son is surely very lucky to have you in his life. Edric remarks, kissing me on the forehead before giving me his elbow, which I link my left hand. Courtney, along with some ladies from our pack, lead the walk, while Ariel and Edric walk with me. I am so happy that both of them have decided to walk me down the aisle. I thank Moon Goddess for blessing me with such caring in-laws to live my life with. Soon, I Like Me Better by Lauv starts to play the moment I set my foot on the rug cover floor. This song is Gabriel's choice, as he didn't want to have a sappy song as the background music, and for that, I admire him. To be young and in love in New York City, to not know who I am but still know that I'm good long as you're here with me. To be drunk and in love in New York City. Midnight into morning coffee, burning through the hours, talking. Damn, I like me better when I'm with you. I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first time I'd stay for a long time, 'cause I like me better when I'm with you. I don't know what it is, but I got that feeling. Waking up in this bed next to you, swear the room. Yeah, it got no ceiling. If we lay, let the day just pass us by. I might get to too much talking. I might have to tell you something. Damn, I like me better when I'm with you. I like me better when I'm with you. I knew from the first time I'd stay for a long time, 'cause I like me better when I'm with you. Stay a while. Stay here with me. Stay a while. Oh, stay a while. Stay here with me. Lay here with me. Oh. I like myself better when I'm with you. Yes, I do, babe. I like me better when I'm with you. Uno. I knew from the first time I'd stay for a long time, 'cause I like me better when I like myself better when I'm with you. I like me better when I'm with you. I don't look up, knowing that I will break out in tears because this is all so overwhelming. I clutch the flower bouquet tightly, while Edric and Ariel both put their hands behind my back as if understanding what's going on in my mind. Soon, we reach the aisle where Gabriel is waiting with his best men. He has tears in his eyes, and although I don't like him this way, but I know that this is happy tears. I can feel the happiness flow through our mate bond, which only makes me more excited than ever. Don't you dare to hurt my princess, or I will break every single bone of your body. Edric threatens, making me smile, admiring how well he has taken the role of my father. I intend to love her every single second of our lives. Gabriel replies politely before helping me to get on the aisle. He is looking so handsome that it's hard to believe that this man is really going to be my husband. Although we have done the mating ceremony the same way as the wedding ceremony, but something about today is different from that day. That day, I have become the Luna Queen for everyone, but today I'm going to become his wife for eternity. Now, we will be officially together in the eyes of human law, too. I can't take my eyes off you, my love, he whispers, looking intentionally at me. Same with me, I reply shyly. Soon, the pastor of the church starts the ceremony. Ariel wanted us to follow all the rituals, and that's why Edric has asked his friend, who is also pastor, to perform the wedding. We are gathered here in the presence of God, family, and friends to unite Gabriel Knight and Madison Evans in holy matrimony. Marriage is an honorable estate, and is therefore not to be entered into lightly but reverently, advisedly, soberly, and with God's blessing. Today, they will receive God's greatest gift, another person to share with, grow with, change with, be joyful with, and to stand with as one when trials and tribulations enter their lives. It is fitting, therefore, that we should on this occasion begin by asking for God's blessing on this marriage. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we gather to celebrate your gift of love and its presence among us. We rejoice that these two people have chosen to commit themselves to a life of loving faithfulness to one another. We praise you, Lord, for the ways you have touched our lives with loving relationships such as Gabriel and Madison's, and we give thanks for the special love and friendship you have put in their hearts. Renew within us an affectionate and loving spirit. Enrich our lives with the gracious gift of your love, so that we may embrace others with that same love. May our participation in this celebration of love and commitment give to us a new joy and responsiveness to the relationships that we cherish. In your loving arms we pray. Amen. You may all be seated. Gabriel's POV. The moment my eyes fall on Madison, I feel like someone has knocked the breath out of me. She is looking like a real-life fairy in her white wedding gown, and I am extremely proud that she has made me wait to see her till now, because I wouldn't have been this excited to see her. I am completely awed with her choice of the gown, as well as other things. Although at first I wasn't too happy with her choice of keeping things away. But I have promised her to fulfilling all her wish, so I did. When she reaches the aisle, I help her get into it. It seems she has put a spell on me with her immense beauty, because I can't keep my eyes away from her. Now, I am thinking about taking her away from here so that I can have her only for me. Soon, the pastor of the church starts the ceremony. Mom wanted us to follow all the rituals, and that's why Dad has asked his friend, who is also pastor, to perform the wedding. We are gathered here in the presence of God, family, and friends to unite Gabriel Knight and Madison Evans in holy matrimony. The pastor says, while I hold my mate's hand in mine, "Marriage is an honorable estate and is therefore not to be entered into lightly, but reverently, advisedly, soberly, and with God's blessing. Today, they will receive God's greatest gift, another person to share with, grow with, change with, be joyful with, and to stand with as one when trials and tribulations enter their lives. It is fitting, therefore, that we should on this occasion begin by asking for God's blessing on this marriage. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, we gather to celebrate your gift of love and its presence among us. We rejoice that these two people have chosen to commit themselves to a life of loving faithfulness to one another. We praise you, Lord, for the ways you have touched our lives with loving relationships such as Gabriel and Madison's, and we give thanks for the special love and friendship you have put in their hearts. Renew within us an affectionate and loving spirit. Enrich our lives with the gracious gift of your love, so that we may embrace others with that same love. May our participation in this celebration of love and commitment give to us a new joy and responsiveness to the relationships that we cherish. In your loving arms we pray. Amen. You may all be seated, the pastor says while everyone seat down on the rows. Now I would like to know who give away the bride. The pastor asks, looking at the crowd. We do. Mom and Dad say together. If you are ready to assume the obligations and duties before God, as I have defined them, you will unite your hands and pledge your love and your lives to each other. The pastor says, and look at me. Groom, repeat after me. The pastor says, and hand me a small paper. I, Gabriel Knight, take you, Madison Evans, to be my lawfully wedded wife, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, for as long as we both shall live. This is my solemn vow. I say, looking at Madison, who smiles at me. Now, bride, please repeat after me. The pastor says, facing my mate. I, Madison Evans, take you, Gabriel Knight, to be my husband, to have and to hold, from this day forward, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, for as long as we both shall live. This is my solemn vow. Madison says, squeezing my hand. You will now exchange rings as a symbol of the lifelong commitment and abiding love which you, as husband and wife, have promised to each other. The pastor says, and Courtney walks up to us holding Diana in her arms, who has a jewelry box in her tiny hands. I take the box from my princess, who pout, making me chuckle, but a kiss from her mommy is enough to brighten her mood. Groom, please place the ring on Madison's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness. I repeat the words of the pastor and place the ring on my mate's left hand's ring finger. And bride, please place the ring on Gabriel's finger and repeat after me. I give you this ring as a sign of my love and faithfulness. Madison does the same as me. Do you, Gabriel Knight, accept Madison Evans as your lawfully wedded wife? The pastor asks. I do, I reply confidently. Do you, Madison Evans, accept Gabriel Knight as your lawfully wedded husband? The pastor asks. I do. Madison replies, Eternal God, help Gabriel and Madison to fulfill the promises they have made here today and to reflect your steadfast love in their commitment to each other. Give them kindness and patience, affection and understanding, happiness and contentment. May their family and friends continue to support them in difficult days, so that their love for each other may continue to grow as long as they both shall live. Let us all pray. The pastor says, while all of us close our eyes, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. The pastor says, and then we open our eyes. Gabriel and Madison, having witnessed your vows for marriage before God and all who are assembled here by the authority invested in me, I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may now kiss the bride. The moment the words leave the pastor's mouth, I lift Madison's veil before capturing her lips in a sweet, gentle kiss. When I break the kiss, both of us have tears in our eyes, but as well as big smiles on our faces. There are so many clapping sounds as well as hollers from the crowd while everyone is smiling at us. We make our way out of the aisle to meet where our family who stands up from their place and hug us. I take Diana in my arms before kissing her on the top of her head. After that, Madison and I take some pictures for memories. Not only that, there are a lot of pictures with family and friends too. I look around to see that everyone is looking so happy that anyone can see that no one is faking it. The media people are also waiting outside the mansion to catch a glance of us, but I have asked the security to not let them get inside. However, it doesn't mean that I won't serve them food, because then my kind-hearted queen will not talk to me. Madison's POV. We have a small reception party right after the wedding, because Gabriel has decided to take me to our surprise honeymoon spot tonight. I can't believe we are finally married and will spend our whole lives together. Although I am not happy with leaving Diana here, but I also know that this moment is only for Gabriel and me. So my princess will be staying with her grandparents for 1 week till we are back. She has started to eat solid food for 1 month, so I don't have to worry about her food. Not only that, I have pumped enough breast milk to last her. Now it's my turn to get myself ready. I have already packed my luggage with Courtney's help, as she thinks I will only pack full clothes. She has also told me that she has packed some special things for me to wear, but I can't see them till I reach the destination. I just hope she hasn't packed anything too bold. I feel 2 hands wrap around my waist, and instantly I know whom they belong to. I turn my head to the side to look, and there he is, my husband, who is smiling like a Cheshire cat, which indicates something mischievous going through his mind. Have you packed your bag? I ask. Yes. That's all he says in response. What are you looking at? I ask when he keeps looking at me. I am looking at my wife, who is glowing so much that I want to hide her from the world. He replies, making me laugh. You are such a dramatic man. Come on, help me zip it, I say while showing him my bag, in which he zips the bag without any hassle, making me pout. Now, why are you pouting? He asks with amusement. Both of us without together yet, you are way too powerful than me, I let out with a huff. Don't worry, I will help you become more powerful, he says before going to kiss me, but I dodge him and run inside the washroom. That's unfair, baby, he says from outside while I burst into a fit of giggle